Hey everybody, if you are new here, my name is AZ and this is my channel T-Spiracy. As many of you know, the other day I shared this statement that Doug Bishop from Adventures with Purpose made, and since then, many other members of Adventures with Purpose have also spoken out against what Jared Leisek has done. I don't think anybody ever in their right mind would ever agree with anything like that or want to be a part of something like that. However, there are some YouTubers out here who seem to think that, because Jared told the world that his crew knew and that everyone in his quote unquote office knew, that somehow we're to believe Jared. When we sit here, we tell everybody, oh, Jared is a manipulator. He's he's this, he's that. I mean, he's a pedo file. Like, hello. But if he says something, we are to believe it, huh? So if Jared comes out and says, oh, everyone in my office knew, and that was a manipulation tactic that he used. If you're unfamiliar with this story, I will link some things in the description to get you caught up. However, in a nutshell, a very, we'll say prestigious, well-respected group of individuals who go out and look for, cars underwater that contain missing persons. They're regarded as heroes, rightfully so. However, in the past, week or so, some very sorry details have come out about the founder of the group, Jared Leisek, and his cousin and his sister have spoken out against him. And apparently, when he was 17 years old, he arred his 9-year-old cousin more than once. He has been indicted. This is gross. Nobody agrees with it, yada, yada. However, there seems to be some confusion here because in the email back and forth with the cousin, Jared has stated that, everyone knows, da-da-da-da, but what they don't understand, what you are failing to realize is Jared is a manipulator. Hello. Anyways, since then, I've seen several YouTubers try to tear down, crew members, which it seems as though most of them have all spoken out against it. However, like Doug Bishop the other day, he did say that he is under some kind of contract and, which I believe. I mean, you got to remember, I highly doubt that Jared went to Doug and said, hey, Doug, just so you know, like, I'm going to be catching like I have a huge shitstorm coming my way. I need somebody to be the face of Adventures with Purpose when I can't do it. Because, this one time when I was 17, I argued no, you think that Doug would stick around for that? Hell no. Okay. First of all, Doug is a street dude. He goes by code. I highly doubt that he would be a part of something like that, regardless of dollar signs. I mean, I would hope not, but I don't believe it. Some of you have watched his video and you think he's lying or whatever. I don't think so at all. I don't think any of these guys knew about this. I think that Jared is a manipulator. I think that anybody who wants to point at that email between the cousin of Jared saying that they knew and say, well, he said, you're an idiot because, hello, I mean, come on, he's a liar. Anyways, since then, I've seen some YouTubers talk about Jared's children, which, okay, I mean, hey, you know what? As much as that stinks, say it is what it is. But one thing I saw today really set me off, and it's by none other than Jonathan Lee Riches. If you're unfamiliar with Jonathan Lee Riches, I do have a video on him. He has a past of being, imprisoned for fraud and all this crazy stuff. He is a lawsuit extraordinaire. Hey, JLR, if you're watching this, I know you and Bullhorn Betty there, your buddy Bullhorn Betty there, you get really upset when people talk about you and you guys try to copyright strike people if you don't like what they say. Well, hey, guess what? I am the undefeated copyright champion of the world. You can come for me, but I don't think it's going to get very far. Anyways, I put the little scroll along at the bottom just for you, JLR. I know that you like to cage fight babies and stuff and whatever. You did make me laugh with some of your random lawsuits, but I still think that you're not the greatest guy in the world, because if you were, I don't think that you would be attacking Doug Bishop's wife. Because before I play this video here, what does sorry, a little beatbox for you. What does Doug Bishop's wife have to do with any of this, dude? Any of it. Anyways, let me play some of this so you guys can see where I'm going with this. All right, here we go. I know I haven't uploaded a edited video in a while, a pre-recorded video, I should say. So this is gonna be a quick one. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it, and then we'll go from there. Here we go.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. We all heard the news about Adventures with Purpose founder Jared Leisek being recently charged with bad acts on minors in Utah. And recently, his co-worker, Douglas Bishop, the man you see with Jared on lots of these videos with the big beard, he made a video saying that he did not know what Jared did and he's going to evaluate the situation. He said there's a lot of legal things going on in contracts. Douglas Bishop. Who is Douglas Bishop?
Okay. So how embarrassing. Let's just stop right here for a second. You have these grown men who think they're out saving the world, okay? Like Sam, all these people who have been a part of such a beautiful thing that does beautiful things. They think they're out here saving the world, and then all of a sudden, boom, they wake up, and the guy who created it all is all of a sudden you had no idea about that he was, R-wording little girls. Like, hello. I mean, how devastating would that be? I can only imagine that if Doug is who I think he is, who I think he is, I think he's a nice guy from what I could tell anyways. That's a devastating blow, right? It's embarrassing. It's something that will follow you around for the rest of your life, even though you had nothing to do with it, right? Can you imagine being in that position? Can you imagine being in that position? Because that would be super embarrassing. You go from hero to scum of the earth in a matter of seconds, all because somebody in your group did something stupid. So let's just say that before we go on.
Well, he's married to a female named Fabiola Bishop. Her maiden name was Fabiola Teal.
Oh, that's great. So now we're gonna dox, Doug's wife, and like, this is all right. Literally, this video is like 4 minutes and 17 seconds long, and I'm like 55 seconds in, and I'm already wanting to flip a desk because why are you even bringing her name up? She does not work for this organization, sir. What are you doing? Like, why are you taking it this far? Again, JLR, you do this stuff, man. You just, I just can't stand it. Anyways, let's go on here.
Originally from Virginia. In Fairfax County, Virginia, she was arrested in the past for cruelty to animals. So, Douglas Bishop, his wife Fabiola, was arrested and charged around 2010 in Fairfax County, Virginia with cruelty to animals. Look it up.
Look it up? Nah, no thanks. You know why I'm not going to look it up? Because I never even seen the lady. She has nothing to do with AWP. This has to do with Jared Leisek. Hello, Jared Leisek, the guy that R-worded children. Why are we digging into the past of the family members who were a part? What are you doing, sir? Sir. First of all, he doesn't even say the year it was. Second of all, was she convicted? Because people get arrested for a lot of stuff. It doesn't mean that they actually did it. He'll go on to say that he doesn't even know if she's convicted, but he'll find out. Oh, well, thank you, JLR. Thank you so much for doing your quote-unquote due diligence as a ghetto reporter to, make sure you bring us the facts and evidence. Because, you should know this better than anybody, JLR. You should know this better than anybody. People get arrested for stuff all the time. You, of all people, you have some nerve, sir. You really do. You really do. You really do. Wow. Let's go on.
People, it's there. It's there. Is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing that someone did cruelty to animals, dogs, cats? A lot of people out there are saying what Jared Leisek did years ago was bad and disgusting, and he should be held accountable. But
what about her, sir? You just said that she was arrested. You just said that. So obviously it was looked into. Was Jared ever arrested? No. So why are you drawing this parallel like it adds up or something? This makes no sense, dude. No matter how many times you try to act like you're doing this for a reason. Yeah, everybody hates animal abusers. Of course, duh. Why would we not hate animal abusers? However, what does this have to do with anything? What are you doing? Like, he literally just said, oh, everyone wants Jared to be held accountable, but what about this? Like, okay, she was arrested. You just told us she was. So obviously, even if it is true, then she's already paid for her crime, more than likely, right? Even if she did commit a crime, which I don't even know if that's true, and neither do you. So what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? Oh, this guy, I'm telling you right now. This is so I feel bad for these people. I really do, because their lives have been turned upside down, inside out, all because of Jared. Like, Jared is the one we should be speaking about. Jared. Why everybody insists on insisting that this one knew and that one knew. I don't even care that his wife knew, okay? Is it gross? Yeah, but it's his wife. I mean, people hold secrets for their significant other all the time, even if they're disgusting. And trust me, this one is. I'm not saying it's not. I am not defending any of this at all. But none of that is shocking to me. What is shocking to me is the founder of Adventures with Purpose is a R word. Like, what? Anyways, you get my point here. Let's continue.
What if you knew someone that did cruelty to animals in the past? Do you think they're disgusting and despicable for doing things to animals? This is the wife of Douglas Bishop, who works with Jared Adventures with Purpose. Well, his wife was arrested for cruelty to animals. I'm going to come out with more information about this, including I have the case number. I'm getting the affidavit of probable cause and records related to this cruelty to animal arrest. So subscribe to my channel, like, and hit the notification button.
This is the same guy who drove to Connecticut and pretended to be Adam Lanza's cousin or brother or something after Sandy Hook. Yes, Sandy Hook. Okay? He also thought Sandy Hook didn't have. I can't with this dude. Okay, you of all people, JLR, have no right to dig into anyone's past. You should know better than anybody that people can change and evolve and do better. Not people like Jared, because we all know pedos never, ever, ever change their nasty ways. I mean that's pretty given. But anyways, it's just real. The irony in this, JLR, it just feels gross, dude. First of all, if you're going to get the records, why not just wait till you get the records? Is it a slow news day or something, bro? Like, you need to just throw it out there and see if it sticks and whatever. Like, she didn't even work for them. What planet is this?
Should we all be judged for a past? I have a past. I have a past for fraud. And every day I strive to change and be better, right?
Yeah, you hang out with Bullhorn Betty, bro. I don't know about all that, but listen, does Doug's wife put on her camera on her YouTube channel and put herself out there? Does she do that, JLR? Because last I checked, the girl didn't have a YouTube channel. She is not a social media presence. So yeah, people will judge the F out of you, me, everyone else that does put themselves out here, but she doesn't. And she didn't work. So what, again, what are you doing, dude?
But haters and critics out there throw my past out at me all the time.
Rightfully so. You have an insane past. Again, if you don't know about JLR's past, please check out my previous video. I will link it. This guy robbed not millions, excuse me, that was an exaggeration. Lots of money from people purposefully, willingly, online. I mean, look, fraud. He had something to do with, like, back when like online started in the AOL days, from what, if memory serves me correctly. He was scamming old people. He had all kinds of shit going on, right? I can't even remember all of it, but yo, bro, why are you doing this right now? Like, you put yourself out there. Listen, the way I look at it, and it seems to be the common philosophy around here on YouTube, if you put yourself out there, then yeah, you're subject to have people judge you for everything. Trust me, I know. Okay, that's why I took my history and put it out there, as far as being in recovery, because I didn't want someone else to do it for me. And eventually that shit would it would appear anyways. But Doug Bishop's wife ain't out here, dude. She ain't out here. She ain't out here. Why are you doing this? It's weird. Weird energy, dude. Weird energy. I don't agree with it at all.
They're kind of doing that to Jared Leisek. I think what he did, and if he did it,
they're kind of doing that. Sir, are you okay right now? Like, hello? Like, are you all right? Are you all right? Do you need assistance? Not Jared. JLR. JLR. Do you need assistance, bro? They're kind of doing. Nah, we are doing that. And anybody who is not dragging him by his face across the pavement, so to speak, needs to be. You need to be looking at. Listen, this dude had Jared Leisek had a rap sheet as long as the day. I mean, like, why aren't you talking about every single one of his charges? I mean, I'm sure you have, but you could make a million videos about all the things he's been. Why aren't you talking? Why? Just so many whys. Just so many whys. Oh my God.
is just appalling, disgusting, or whatever. But yeah, I personally don't like animal abusers. Whether you did an animal abuse today, yesterday, day before, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line. I think anyone that does cruelty to animals is disgusting.
Yeah, anybody who tries to cause problems for Sandy Hook parents is also disgusting. Hey, but again, the lady don't put herself out there. If she did do this, shame on her, whatever. But what are you going to start going at Joe Schmo down the street who did this 10, 20, 30 years ago too? Like, where do you draw the line? Are we just going to start, going into random people now and making that news? Like, the lady, it's not even a noteworthy person. Like, what are you doing, dude? Is it you must, I don't know, are you lost with Bullhorn Betty or something? Like, did she not call you up and bitch today? Because I know that lady can keep you busy with the copyrights and stuff you do to Burnt Toast and all that stuff. I mean, there's other things to do, JLR. You don't need to be out here dogging on Doug Bishop's wife. Like, really. And first of all, if you are going to do it, if you really feel the need to do that, why not just wait till you get all your paperwork back? Because I highly doubt that if he finds out she was not convicted, that he will come on and correct his video. He will not come out next week and be like, "Oh, I got my my FOIA request back and she was cleared of all charge." No. Anyways, you get the point here. JLR is just ridiculous.
The Michael Vicks of the world. What exactly did Doug Bishop's wife do to animals to be charged with cruelty to animals? So I'm going to find out more details. Subscribe to my channel. We'll talk soon. We say no to animal abuse. We say no to any type of abuse. The point is, life is very, very complicated. And, many of us have skeletons in our closet. Many of us do. All of us do. But should we be judged for what we did, what we're doing today, currently? If you made mistakes and you feel like you redeem yourself or you're making better choices, should you get a free pass? Should you get a free pass?
That doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, internet people are going to do what internet people do. And, if somebody wants to dig up your skeletons, it's just the name of the game. That comes with putting yourself out here. Key part of what I just said, putting yourself out here. People change all the time. I know that's possible. I am living proof of that. Every day I work on not being the person I used to be.
I think about that all the time. Anyway, everyone be safe. God bless. Have a great day. Subscribe.
You really should have just waited till you got the stuff out, dude. Listen, and he's not the only one doing this, right? I'm obviously using him as an example. There are other people out here who are doing this, who are like talking about how Jared's daughters might have a dance studio and he might be around children. Okay, that I didn't really care for all that much, but I can see the concern there, right? I can see the concern, but this I can't even see. I can't even see it. I mean, I don't know. I think you're just hanging out at a gas station and you're bored and you probably should have waited, bro. Especially you being you, but that's just how I feel about it. Anyways, this is a really random upload. This is a really random video. It's just, I could not help but shake my head, and here I am. I will be going live later tonight. Please hit the bell, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you leave a comment. Leave a comment below. I mean, obviously everyone does not like an animal abuser, but what do you think? If you were JLR, would you have put this video out? Do you think he will correct himself if, because I don't know this woman from a hole in the wall, right? I don't know if she forgot to put water out for her dog one day, or if she was Michael Vick. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe, who knows? People get arrested all the time for stuff they didn't do, right? If she did do it, that's something that she probably had to deal with a long time ago, and she already paid for her sins. Jared, however, has not. Right, guys? Right? Anyways, I'm T-Spiracy. This is my channel. Please check out my JLR video if you haven't already, and I will see you later.